Weekly Sauce, episode 59. I wanted it to be 67. We could have waited to get to 67, but we didn't. But we have a special guest on from the Montreal Alouettes offensive lineman, Tony Washington, here. Before we get to him, as usual, this episode is brought to you by Mike's BBQ Rub. Visit Mike's BBQ Rub, MTL.com, and use Hot Sauce 10 for 10% off the entire site. Alex, man, how's it going? Are you pumped for this interview? I know you've been talking to me about it for a couple weeks now.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for Tony. I heard good stuff about him. He's a CFL vet, and yeah, I'm super pumped.
We're super happy to have Tony Washington out of the Montreal Alouettes. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, man. I appreciate you guys for having me in here.
It's our pleasure, man, and I'm glad that you can squeeze in some time for us during training camp. How's it been going so far? Are you burning any calories? Did anybody puke in the bucket yet, or what?
No, actually, man, it's been pretty good. Actually, our coaches are pretty good at kind of easing things in. We've had a few injuries around the league that have kind of backed people off. I mean, we haven't played football in a year and a half, so it didn't make sense to just jump right into it. So yeah, the first two practices were kind of easy. And yeah, camp's pretty good so far. Nobody's throwing up just yet.
It's gonna happen. There's always one, right?
It's always going to happen. Yeah, he's going to turn it up here, and I think he's going to probably turn it up here tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be probably the first day we're going to get some, nonstop.
Okay, I'll check in with you tomorrow, see if you use the bucket. What was your the last 2 years for like with you? The season's canceled last year. What was it like for you?
It was man, it's a little bit of everything, man. I kind of went through all the emotions, all the what to do, what's next, are we gonna play football, we're not gonna play football, boredom, maybe a slight little bit of alcoholism. Yeah, it was rough, but I mean, I kind of kept myself training, kept myself busy, kept myself in good shape, and that was the biggest thing that I could do was just continue to work out, to just make sure that I'm ready.
Tony, before Vernon Adams was with the Alouettes, I don't know about you, man, but I wasn't following the Alouettes as much because at Vernon Adams, he brought the excitement back with the Alouettes, and ever since then, I've watched every single game of the Alouettes in 2019, in a long time since Anthony Calvillo. How's it like to be the blindside tackle for Vernon?
It's been, I was with him in Hamilton, and I kind of know how he plays, and we kind of complement each other in a lot of ways. He's very aware of what's going on in front of him, and I'm very aware of kind of how he plays. So I can always kind of get a kind of grasp on what's going on behind me, just by the way that my defensive end is rushing. So I love having him back there. He's agile, he's quick, he reads fast, and offensive linemen. Things break down, man. Things fuck up sometimes, and to have a guy back there that can get away, to escape the way he escapes certain situations is, it's good. It's good to have a guy like that.
So we had a guest a couple months ago, Antonio Simmons. You probably know him, right?
Yeah. I know him very well. That's why I keep on doing this to my neck, because my neck is so stiff right now from that fucker.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, did he improve from 2019?
Yeah, he's actually he's bigger. He's a lot bigger. Still fast, and yeah, he's a little bit more. He's going to be a little bit more of a problem this year, I think.
Man, if he's half as good as he says he is, then he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Like, that's pretty much.
Yeah. No, he's pretty good. And we're like I said, this is day 4 camp. We got 20 more days, or 23 more days of camp. So, maybe not that many. I think what's today, the 14th, 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done on the 27th. So yeah, you do the math. I'm not a good math. I get hit in the head too much, but we got a few days left. So I think he's going to get better. I think he's going to keep getting better, just like everyone else.
So he's improving you. Who's the one guy throughout your career that on the field made you step up your game? I saw you posted a video of you kind of locking up a picture of you locking up John Bowman. A guy like John Bowman, are these the types of guys that really made you go, like, just say, fuck it, I'm going to have to be my best guy today?
Yeah, absolutely. John Bowman was one of them for sure. You had to bring your lunch pail for sure. Guys like Charleston Hughes, who you always got to be on your top game. Guys like that are embarrassing. Willie Jefferson recently has become a very explosive defensive end. Even Jagaric Davis over in Hamilton. I mean, there's a handful of guys around the league that you have to really step it up. But I think over my career, my tenure, I think John Bowman hands down has been the guy where you got to bring it. You got to bring
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? And he's not a one trick pony. I mean, he's just a smart player. He's a smart player. I think I gave him my first sack in the CFL against him.
Oh, really? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's actually it's not that bad. It's like you can go home and be like, okay, at least it was John Bowman. At least it wasn't Antonio Simmons.
Yeah. No. No. John was a good player, man. And yeah, you're right. Exactly. Hall of Famer.
John actually broke his retirement on. We have two shows, and he broke his retirement on the other show. And John's great, man. We've great conversations with him. I've met him in person too. Good guy, and yeah, consummate Hall of Famer. So you won 2 Grey Cups, right? You won with Edmonton,
Right.
and you won with Toronto. Tell me the
Correct.
one at Edmonton felt a little bit better than Toronto.
I'll say this: the Toronto one. I want to say the Toronto one it was my first one, and I was young. I wasn't expecting it. We were a 9-9 team going into the playoffs, so it was kind of a surprise to all of us. But we had a crazy good team. I will say the 15 Grey Cup was more exciting. I love the team a lot more. It was a lot more, brotherhood. It was a lot tighter. Yeah, it was just a better all-around experience from the organization, from the way we traveled, the way we did things. The whole year was an eye opener. Well, eye opener for how an organization should be.
Alex, go ahead.
So you were developed at one of the best. Well, not one of the best, but in division in a now Division 1 school, which is ACU. What did you learn over there, and who was your toughest defensive end you've ever played against in college?
I don't remember many of the guys that I played against. There was a guy that I played against that was with the Rams for a while. He was with the Rams for 7 years, I think. I can't remember his name, but he played for West Texas A&M, and that was basically my biggest rival when I was in college. Learning as far as what I've learned, man, it was a new experience for me. I played defensive line, and then I went over to playing offensive tackle in junior college, which was just a small college that, just to get back into Division 1, good standings. And I didn't learn. I learned about myself. I learned that I could fucking play the game. That's what I learned. And as far as the skill, all the talent, all the things that came along, most of everything that's going on has happened in the CFL as far as how I've developed over the years. Abilene Christian was kind of just a confidence builder to let me know, this is something that you're good at and you need to continue to try to pursue.
So you went to the combine. We went undrafted. Out of all the combine tests, so like you had the 40, the bench press, what are the ones that you can say that you can beat your record now from back then? So like, are you faster now? Are you stronger now?
I might be able to beat my bench press now. Yeah, if I trained at it for a good couple of weeks, maybe a month, I could probably beat it now.
What was your score in the combine?
I had 34.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 34. I think it was 34, 35. My numbers in the combine were pretty good. I had the best broad jump out of 44 guys at 9 feet 6 inches. My vertical test was pretty good, top 5. LGOs. I think my 40 was my weakest point. It was an unofficial 4.9, but official 5 flat at 311. So but they had Trent Williams and Bruce Campbell, and those guys ran a 4.8, 4.9, so I didn't really have a chance at that point. But I think the bench press is probably one thing I could probably in the next month beat it.
So 34, you know Marco Briette, I'm sure you know who he is. He's played in the league for a while.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, so he's a good friend of mine. And his combine, the CFL combine, he did as a quarterback. He did 35 reps. How does that make you feel?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's. I need to go. I'm actually going to leave off the phone now and go start working out.
So we brought on a pass rush specialist coach a month ago, and he told us the most important attribute to a pass rusher is vision. And what would you say is the most important one for offensive tackles? I always thought it was the footwork. Which says the footwork.
I don't. Being a fucking dog, being just a animal on the line, honestly, is the most important attribute. But feet work is everything. Your feet are gonna go. Vision is got to be there. Obviously, your vision is everything. You want to go where your eyes take you, but your feet work, hand placement. I mean, you can't just kind of bottle it into one thing and say this is more important than that thing, because it all kind of goes together. You can have great feet and terrible punch, terrible hands, and the hand placement, and you'll get beat every time. You can have good hands, and if your feet are bad, you'll look like a damn child. And if your vision is bad, I mean, you could be the best athlete in the world, but if you can't actually, see your target, what you're punching, where your aim points are, where you want to get to, how you want to get there, it all comes together. But I think feet work. I think feet are the best attribute.
There was actually a video that went viral. I don't remember the offensive lineman's name, but he's in the NFL. I forgot who it was. But his wife's giving birth, and in the room while they're waiting, like she's in labor, while they're waiting, he's practicing his kickbacks.
Oh my God!
Yeah, those are the type of things you do at home. You're just watching TV, and then he's looking at his feet to make sure they're in place. It's classic.
I mean, sometimes I'm in the bathroom and I can do. I always catch myself trying to do a punch from standing, just a jab, just to see, just that feeling. Especially before camp started, I was always trying to do that, but yeah, I don't do kick slides in the mirror or nothing like that.
What's your pregame meal, and how many calories do you intake a day to keep the frame going?
Honestly, man, in the past it was a lot more. I was last season I played through 2019. I think I was 330, 335. I've actually dropped all that weight. I'm down to 309 now.
Nice.
So I try to just make sure I have at least 3 or 4 meals a day. No more than I try to around 3,000, 3,500. I'm not trying to bulk. I'm not trying to put on more muscle. I have enough, and I'm not trying to put on any weight. So I just want to maintain what I have. But when I was 345, I was probably putting down about 5,000 to 6,000 calories.
That's fucking nuts. That's nuts. What's your pregame routine? Like, you wake up in the morning, you go to the field, you set up, you go out to eat. Everybody has their own thing, right?
Yeah, I go early. Try to get into the hot tub, cold tub. Do all my normal stretches and stuff. I put a massive chew in tobacco.
Oh, nice. Me too. It's the best. I just got into it.
And I just listen to music and stretching, just wait for a certain time, and then I'll start getting on the field and working my feet, my hands, and timing and stuff like that. Just getting warmed up. Nothing special.
What kind of
no certain music, no certain routine, like a special thing. It just needs to be, let's go get ready.
What kind of chew are you putting in? Like, you putting the tobacco balls, or do you have the little dips, like the bombs?
I put tobacco. Come on, man! I'm not putting damn pouch in my mouth.
Why not? That's what I do.
No, put some chew in your damn mouth. Get your teeth dirty.
I just started. It's been recently because like my buddies, they play hockey, so they're on the bench and they're spitting all the time. So when I play golf and softball and stuff, it's good to like pass the time. But man, my buddy plays hockey in Germany. He came back and he brought over this packet. He's like, let's try this one. I said, okay, cool. So over the weekend,
who's your buddy?
His name is Giovanni Fiore. He plays hockey in Germany. He plays for Berlin.
I have 2 good friends that just came back from Germany as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they won the championship this past season too. Mario, his name's Mario. His last name starts with a T, and then another guy that played for Germany was Southie. But they both just came back.
Yeah, Gio was on that team that won. My buddy is on that same team that won.
Okay, so
world.
Yeah.
Oh, world, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's too funny. So he gives me this little packet. I put it in. I'm like, it tastes whatever, it's all right. And then 2 minutes in, I'm getting the sweats. And we're in the arena.
Oh, yeah.
We're in a hockey arena, and I'm like, man, this is hitting me hard. So like I'm
Yeah.
I'm spitting or whatever. I have to go back into the office because I run the tournament. So I go back in, and I'm talking to a guy, and I have to take off my hat, my jacket, everything. I'm sweating. I took it out, man. I almost puked. I went into on my way I was running back to the arena just to cool down, and I opened the the garbage can, and I almost puked in it. I'm like, I don't know what was in that thing, but I'm never touching it again. I just take those like regular ones, the wintergreens. I'll put one
Yeah.
in there, one or two, you know.
Yeah. No, it's was it a white can with red writing on it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know that one. That's straight from Germany. Actually, I was just using the same ones. The guy brought some back, and we were watching the Habs game over at Plaza Zot, and we were sitting out watching, and he pulled it out, and I took it, and it was fun. I mean, I've been doing it for so many damn years, so
Yeah, you got used to
But yeah, my first time chewing in the meeting room in Texas. I got all my offensive linemen. I don't know anything about it. They're all chewing. I put one in. Within fucking 5 minutes, man, I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, puking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't realize you're not supposed to swallow any of it, right? So you're just like, I'm just chilling.
No.
whatever.
Yeah, no. It's the nicotine.
Yeah,
it's
it fucking gets
a
me.
very big rush of nicotine.
Oh man, it's brutal. But I got to get into the balls eventually. I'll work my way there, Tony, and I'll let you know what I do.
Stay
So
away
back in
from
2015, you won the Grey Cup with the Eskies, and it was a comeback win. Obviously, you guys were trailing behind after the third, and then you guys came back and win. How was it like? How was the atmosphere?
Yeah, it was pretty special. We were, the thing I liked about that team, man, we didn't give up at all, like ever. We never gave up on anything. So, to see that team come together in the second half, that defense stepped up crazy. They stepped up. I mean, I don't even know. It was some crazy numbers that the Ottawa offense was held to. And then our offense started really coming together. But that's what we were in 2015, man. We won a lot of games in the third and fourth quarter. I don't know why it took us so long to get started, but it definitely, once it got started, it was hard to stop. It was once we started winning, because Winnipeg's out west. Obviously, you have all the fans out there from Winnipeg and from a lot of places out west, Saskatchewan. They had all the tickets, so they wanted to see a West team win. So when we started actually winning, it was almost like a home game, man. It was fun.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So you played Edmonton, Toronto, Hamilton. Now you're in Montreal. Which city has the best food? And only one answer is right.
Only one answer. City has the best food. Wow. Well, coming from New Orleans, man, it's hard to judge. I would say right now, I mean, obviously, I think it's Montreal, honestly. I mean, because everything in Toronto is so commercialized. You can find that food about anywhere. But the culture you have here, the Haitian, the Jamaican, the Indian, even the Quebec food, poutine you can't beat. Smoked meat sandwiches. I mean, there's way more culture in the food here than it is in any other city that I've been in.
And speaking of poutine, where's your favorite poutine spot?
Oh man, I haven't narrowed it down yet. I think. Oh man, I like Dunn's. I like Dunn's poutine.
They do have a solid one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty big too. I like that one. Their smoked meat poutine is pretty good. I've been to a few places where people were like, they're known for their poutine, and then I have it. I'm like, okay, it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But I can't really put it. You guys are in Montreal, right?
Yeah. Well, I am. Alex is in Bakersfield, but he's from Montreal.
Yeah, I'm in California right now.
Yeah.
What's the place here? Where should I go?
I mean, you can go. There's the Kerry hot dog, which is always solid. I don't know what part of the city you live in. You live downtown?
Downtown, yeah.
So Ma Poule Mouillée is probably the best one because they put chicken and roasted chicken inside with Portuguese sausages in there. That one's pretty good. Shake that is good.
Orange julep.
Orange julep is it's a standard. It's good. It's got that thick, dark sauce. It's pretty good. There's a lot, man. If you need a list, I'll send you a list. But so you're from New Orleans, man. The type of food down there is unbelievable. I've always wanted to go, but there's a restaurant over here. It's my favorite restaurant. Every year I go there for my birthday, and I go alone just because it's unbelievable. It's called Triple Crown. I don't know if you've ever been.
No, I never heard of it.
It's in Little Italy. It's like right outside Little Italy. You got to try it, man. Yeah, it's really good, man. They got the biscuits. I think the guy that opened it like trained in trained in Louisiana, and he brought the menu over here. It's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite
It's
restaurant.
called, what is it called again?
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. Okay, I'm gonna stay out of Italy for a little bit. I think they're still having a parade out there.
Man, I don't think they stopped, man. It doesn't make sense. They're gonna go nuts for
Yeah.
another freaking 2 years.
What place would you recommend me in New Orleans? Because me and my wife are gonna go there soon.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, I haven't been back in so long. I don't know what is still there or what's not there anymore. You can't go wrong with just going downtown, though. There's so many different restaurants. Bourbon Street always has stuff. But as far as like any specialty restaurants, I would have to call my auntie or someone down south and give you a recommendation. Because like I said, it's been 7-8 years since I've been back.
Alex,
'cause-
just watch any episode of Anthony Bourdain did in New Orleans, and you'll go to those restaurants. That's what I do, honestly. Every time I go to a new city, like when I went to Nashville, that's what I did. I watched his Parts Unknown, and I went to all the restaurants he suggested.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
right now I'm addicted to Cajun hot sauce. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, all
They
right.
have a bottle. They have a bottle of it's called Louisiana hot sauce. It's pretty good. Yeah, when you get down there, it's a red. It has a little sun on it. It says Louisiana. It's real good.
And it gets your fire going.
Oh, it gets your fire going.
Yeah.
It's not too. It's spicy, but it's not too bad. It has a good taste to it. It's a good flavor to it to put on things like red beans and rice or whatever.
You put it in your chew.
Say what?
You put it in your chew.
No, you could throw it in one of those grenades though on fucking Bourbon Street, man. They have these grenades where it's called like Gator Punch, and it's a mixture of fucking everything, Everclear, vodka, and it's delicious. But if you have too many of them, you don't realize it, and then now you're passed out in the damn street.
Yeah, that's what Bourbon Street is, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Tony. We appreciate you coming on, man. Honestly, the interview was great. We know you got to get back to your meetings and in training camp. Good luck the rest of the way, buddy. Hopefully, we're rooting for you guys. I mean, last year was a little bit. Well, 2 years ago was bittersweet at the end for the Alouettes. So hopefully, you guys can get it done this year, and we'll be rooting for you for sure.
Well, I appreciate you guys for having me on, and if anybody else want to check out my Instagram page, it's TonyWashington.official. Yeah, check me out. And keep up with the season, man. Hopefully we can get this cup here back in Montreal and pick up where the Habs left off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We gotta get a W for the city. It's been a while, so we gotta get it
It's been
done.
a while.
All right, Tony, appreciate it, man. As usual, this episode brought to you by Mike's BBQ Rub. Visit Mike's BBQ Rub, MTL.com, and use hot sauce 10 for 10% off the entire site. They don't have the Louisiana hot sauce, but they do have the truffle sauce. They do have the mustard truffle sauce. Check them out. Hot sauce 10 for 10% off the entire site. As per usual, Alex, thanks, buddy. Tony, I appreciate it. Peace.
Appreciate you, Thank you.